too pretty, you know, she's too hot.
Yeah,
It's a crab mallet, it's not a gavel.
that's a
meat beater.
that's a meat gavel.
Okay, Paro's still back. If you want to stay on, Paro, you can, but we gotta
I think you should rattle. Let's let bro do his.
Putting him backstage.
not interrupt this situation. So, okay, MorningStars. So you're saying that you'd never threatened to leak her nudes, because was that the whole reason that she? Because I thought that it was her initial ex that did the.
There was like two things.
Can y'all hear me? I'm like literally walking.
We can
back
hear you.
All right, I'm down in Cali right now. Okay, cool. So the whole thing was no, I never threatened to leak the nudes. The whole situation was the Keemstar situation of what Keemstar was saying. And I have verbatim the text messages of what she told Keem. So my thing, like I said on my channel, like the whole glazed donut BS and everything else, if I wanted to leak it, I would have leaked it the night before she made the whole statement, because I got like a 30-minute phone call of like us talking the night before, and I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna leak the whole Keemstar thing. It wasn't even her nudes. Her nudes got leaked before we even started having a falling out.
That was like a separate.
Yeah, that was a whole separate other issue.
I saw a screenshot of you though, like in a chat though, like talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna talk about it, but I'm not sitting there saying
You
I'm
like
gonna
paid
leak it.
to get your chat out in LOLCal Live to say like I have a leak. I find that trash.
No. The exact verbatim of
The
what
fact
I
that you're
said.
considering leaking something like that is
No,
insane.
it wasn't. Yeah. Hold on, I can send it through Discord.
I find that crazy, but I know it's a generational
It wasn't.
thing. Like,
It wasn't the nudes at all. It was the fact that I told Keemstar, I said I got you back because I didn't leak the nudes. I had the recordings of the phone call of her and Keemstar. It's not the nudes. It was the Keemstar situation that I had.
Okay.
Me and two other people had that recording. And the night before she made that video, I even told her on phone call, I said, look, I'm not going to leak that shit, whatever. And she was worried that a third party was going to leak it. So that's why she did what, she did. Like I said, I've got a 30-minute phone call of like the whole thing. Hold on. I don't think I've Ava added, so I'll send it to Ruby. So I was just like, look, I ain't even about this. Publicly, I haven't like said anything bad to her. Like, I'm not running her name through the mud. Like, I already told her, I said, I'm not going to sit here and, talk a bunch of BS about you. That's not, that's not who I am. I don't care. You want to talk smack, go talk smack. It's the internet.
I wish I had the screenshot on hand.
I just sent it to you. Yeah.
Oh,
I literally, yeah. So
of you donating?
Oh, no, I can send that one too. Hold on.
That's the one I'm thinking of, because you like
the one that
announced to local live audience that you have a leak. That was
well, the leak was the Keemstar leak, and I just wanted to tell Keemstar, because I told Keemstar I get my revenge on him like one way or another.
That's so moronic.
It's not, because even you sat here and said that Keemstar is a fucking troll. So I mean, I just told Keemstar, I'm like, look, and this was like days after everything already happened. So like the screenshot I sent was just calling Keemstar the Goon King. And that everybody was blaming me for being the third-party leaker anyway. I was like, screw it. I mean, it wasn't for clout, because if it was for clout, why didn't I do it the night or two before? If I had these messages.
$20 to tell Keemstar and 5,000 other people.
Let's see.
Yeah, somebody donated to me and I sent it to them. I mean, that's what the donation was for.
What is it? Can we get it to focus? Can you, there we go. Someone could screenshot.
It said that I was a third-party leaker, and then I told him I'd get my revenge, and he's the Goon King now.
Wait, can you read it out loud?
Maybe hold up a little closer.
It says, hey, Keem, it's Deluminate. Who you think the third party was going to expose you was? Shouldn't have tried embarrassing me for gooning. Who's the Goon King now? You spent $20 to announce that to 5,000 people and Keemstar. What the fuck?
It was donated to me, so that's why I did it. I mean, somebody donated to me to say that.
But
it's
not behavior. It is a very bad look that it looks like you're taking the credit of like.
Well, like I said, I just sent Ruby the other messages of them, the Keemstar situation too, of who actually was going to leak it. Okay. Like I said, I've got a whole 30-minute call. I've never spoken bad about her after it. I've never threatened to leak her nudes. I never even threatened her to leak the whole conversation. So after she did it, that's when I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna just say I'm the third-party leaker and go from there before, like she did, like before somebody else could say it. That's all I did.
Why would you want to take credit for that though?
Just because I hate Keemstar and I'd like to mess with him for a day. That's all. I mean, if you can get a million and over 1 million memes of glazed donuts, mermaids, and all this other stuff have been made about Keemstar. I mean, if you're gonna take a jab at Keemstar, you might as well do it. So I mean, and like I said,
at the expense of someone you care about, though, right?
I mean, it depends on your definition of care about. I mean, we were on the outs.
Are you like a psychopath? Like
no. I mean,
but I thought you were dating Lynx.
We weren't dating at that point. We weren't dating. We already had our downfall and everything else like that, and things occurred. Like I said, if I was to do all that just to hurt her, why didn't I put all that stuff out the night before?
I don't know,
she put it out the very next morning.
Like 5,000 people.
Maybe you were planning on. I don't know. I'm like with that argument is that you could say you were planning on putting it out the next.
I wasn't, and I even have it recorded saying that I wasn't going to put it out there.
Yeah.
It was till after the fact that I seen on 2 other streams where I'm getting blamed for it that I was like, all right, you know what? Well, takes 2 to tango. I saw her go on Ruby stream and blame me for it. I saw her go on Rumble and blame me for it. So like mention my name saying, yeah, he was the reason that this all happened. No, I wasn't. And I sent you the text message of who actually was going to fucking leak it.
Okay.
Not to interrupt.
I just can't get over it. It's like if you are so upset that people think it's you, then why lean into it? But like,
well, like I said, I was the other third party who had the messages. 3 people had the recording of that phone call. Me, her, and the third party that was talked about in those messages I just sent to Ruby. I'm not name dropping, but you can obviously see in those screenshots that she said that he was going to do it. It's clear as day, verbatim. No, the other third party who had the recordings.
Hey, Ava, real quick, for those of us like myself who are like only know part of the lore here, can you just do like a little bit of like a recap of that was hot? Can you just do like a little bit of a recap of like what the situation we're all discussing is so the viewers can follow along?
So it's like I can't get over this fucking jiggle. No, basically what I don't even know. I'm literally learning MorningStars and Lynx were dating and then they broke up, and like then I guess MorningStars was being blamed for being the one that was threatening to leak the Keemstar phone call.
Time for the BBC monster to be on the mission.
But you're saying someone else was also threatening to leak it. So.
Yeah, it's in the messages. It says it right there.
But
screen share, present screen share.
So verbatim, what was going to say? I don't know if she wants that screenshot out there. That's why I just sent it to her. I can say verbatim what it says. It says, I wasn't going to leak it, but to be honest, I was scared of what would happen if I did it. But it was better I have my narrative out there than that person's name out there. And it's not my name. You can clearly see it's that other person's name who had the recording as well. So if we're playing the blame game, she's saying clear as day, that's who was going to put it out there, not me.
I don't, maybe I'm too high. I don't get that.
So, and then I see a couple days later, she's on several streams saying that it was me that was going to do it. So I'm like, if I have it right here in several conversations of you talking to Keem saying it was this other person, why am I being blamed? And then
wasn't this? Are we talking about the call?
Yeah, the phone calls between Keem and Lynx.
The Lynx.
I thought. Now I could be wrong, but when I saw it happen, I only saw a little bit, but like I thought she released it like a week ago.
She did. But that's because 2 other people had this recording and she was scared one of us was going to put it out there. And like I said, I have a 30-minute phone call recorded of me and her talking, saying, look, I'm not putting it out there. It's not whatever. But then after
why did you pay money to announce to 5,000 people that you had this though?
Because it was like 4 days after I was already blamed. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to roll with it. And somebody donated to me.
So I'm basically, just to be his defense attorney here.
There's a demon. So
just to summarize my client's statement here, like I believe, if I'm not misunderstanding you, MorningStar, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like it seems pretty simple to me. This shit went down, and you had whatever beef with Keem, and so when he got dunked on, you were like, "Yeah, that's my crew. Like I was part of the people that like I could have done it, but like I didn't, and you're blaming me for it. So fuck you. Like you were just celebrating you were in the
exactly.
End
I was just celebrating the downfall of Keem. That's literally all I was doing. Everybody wants to get a jab back at Keemstar, so I mean, I was celebrating that he got caught in 4K. Like,
But it was with your girlfriend.
She wasn't my girlfriend at the time. We were already arguing and on the outs. I mean, it's not my fault. And it says clear as day in the text messages. Like I said, I've got no malice against her. I've got no ill will. I would have leaked other things if I had ill will against her. Like,
I'm just saying it looks bad. I get why. I think it was shady behavior. I think it was clout thirsty. Otherwise, I've had pleasant interactions with you. I don't have any like major negative feelings. But it's a bad, dumb look. I think you're making bad, dumb, impulsive decisions.
I think it was a dumb move because it doesn't make you look bad. Like it
trashed your reputation, dude.
I don't know how to trash my reputation when the other person, clear as day, saying in these messages he was going to leak it before me.
I don't see that in that. I don't know.
I think
we need to look at the messages.
I think Ava and Ruby, while they're talking about, I think they have the strong rebuttal that, like, in the court of public opinion, it did tarnish your image. But I still stand by how I was defending you before, saying like it didn't seem like you did anything wrong. But like the internet is just going to judge people for it. So like even Ruby's points are very valid if you're concerned. But I mean, every streamer has beef, and I don't even know how much you stream outside of a few appearances. I don't know if this is a thing for you.
There you go.
That's an embarrassing tape. I wouldn't do that to someone I care about. But I don't know your relationship with her. In future, I would maybe not do stuff like that. I think it's a good policy to just not leak people's stuff and to build trust with people and collaborate and build up from there.
I didn't leak it though. She put it out there.
But you announced it like you had it. You paid to announce that.
So did the other person on his stream.
I don't care about the other person. Like,
that's exactly right. You're like, that's the funny part about it. Like another person announced it that he had it before me, and everybody.
I didn't see his announcement. I seen that message. Him like talking about. I don't know if I'm too high to understand. Like,
look, check your messages right there. It's in that whole paragraph I just sent you.
Can we just share the paragraph, taking the name out of it?
I don't think she wants it out there. Like I said, I'm not here to tarnish her. I'm not here to talk smack about her. She hasn't come after me publicly. Okay. Yeah, she hasn't come after me publicly. I'm not going to sit there and do it publicly. All I said was I got a jab at Keem, and that's why. If you think that's shady, I mean, hey, that's your opinion. I just thought, it's funny that Keemstar finally got dunked on after thinking he was the god of the universe.
True.
I don't think it hurt him that much. I think
he was completely embarrassed. He had to turn around. Yeah, you can't really sit there and tarnish him.
Lynx
in the building.
Lynx in the building.
What up?
Yeah, I wonder where Lynx is.
Would you like to respond to anything? Are you there?
I think you might be muted.
Sorry, Paro. I had to. Oh, she's disappeared. Sorry, Paro. I had to drop you down.
Hopefully she comes back because I mean, I've been smoking weed this whole time, so maybe I'm just high. But like, it seems I stand by saying shady. It doesn't mean you're a terrible person or I hate you. You've only been pleasant and fun to interact with. I'd like to collaborate still, but like,
yeah, I don't have a personal issue with you at all.
I just am saying that maybe it's just my opinion that I think that
I would need to gather more. Yeah, I'm guessing.
I've done shady stuff too. I was in the Thorpe RV. It's rough on these streets,
I mean, like I said, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, if I'm gonna be seeing stuff from like me being blamed about it, like I'm gonna speak about it. Like
I don't think I just don't follow that. Like they lied about me, so I'm gonna make the lie true.
Let me ask you this, Morningstar. Do you I've been out of the loop. Do you currently have beef with Lynx? Are you guys like?
No, that's what I said. I don't come up here. I'm not like talking smack about her. I'm not tarnishing her. I've literally been in Cali for like the last week and a half, like taking like my own personal time off to like chill and stay off of Discord. But like I've been getting sent like clips and other things of like me being blamed for it, and I was like, what the fuck? And then then I saw like the clip from like
being blamed by who? By just random people?
The two other people that had the clip.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm going to speak my piece. I'm going to speak my side about it. I mean, like, I just think it's funny because it's like, this is what you're telling the entire world, but this is not what you're telling Keem and the other people that were involved in this. So, I mean, I don't know how the whole nude thing got out there. That's a whole nother issue. That definitely wasn't me. I wouldn't do that. But I mean, like I also said, if I was to also do this for clout, why didn't I do it the night before when she went to bed? I waited for her to do it the next day or the day after because I honestly didn't care. But did I want Keemstar to know that I took a jab at him? Yeah, why not? A million memes were made
What
of it.
is-
Like, that's the funny part.
I like Fed Up's comment. You put out an illusion there for benefit. Try to one up Keem like he really cares.
Well, it
What
wasn't
is
an
your
illusion.
personal issue with Keem in the first place? Like,
I just don't like the dude. I think he's a gooter who thinks he controls the world. So I just like to see him smack down to earth for a little bit, from time to time.
That seems like a fair analysis.
That's like everybody's opinion of Keem.
Yeah, like
He's not very well liked. So it's like, don't replicate that behavior so you don't end up, because sometimes when you're fighting someone and matching their energy, that takes you lower and lower and you just end up like the person you hate. So it's like, you got to be careful with that.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not like a whole stream. I come on and game and I come on and talk like smack or whatever from time to time. I'm not a whole internet person.
Nice to my chats. I've never seen you pop off. Or
Yeah,
anything.
like I said, I'm honestly a cool person. I don't have beef with anybody or anything like that. But then when I saw certain clips, I'm like, yo, like what's going on here? Like what's being said about me behind the scenes? Because everybody, even like content creators that I've known, I've never had a problem with. I've always been cordial and cool with them. So like, what's this narrative of me going around?
It's just a bad look, and but it's not the end of the world, Lynx is okay. She's made the best of the situation that she can, and like, just in the future.
I try to reach out a few times. I try to talk to her a few times, but like I said, she at the end of the day, she don't like me. She don't like me, and that's how she feels. I mean, hey, I've got no malice. I got no beef. I'm not gonna sit here and talk.
I guess it is.
I
Because I was under the impression that you guys were good, but I guess she's upset that we're having you on right now. So
well, probably she don't want me to sit out here and say it or anything like that. I mean, I don't know.
I'm sorry,
not
Lynx. I just wanted to like.
I don't know her issues. She said she don't fuck with me. I don't know like behind the scenes what's going on. Like I said, I took a break from the internet. I ain't even been around. But like some of my community and some of my people just sent me clips. So I was like, hey, let me come up here and say my piece. If she's mad or whatever, look, that's not my problem. That's her problem. I mean, she's her own person. I'm my own person. So I haven't said anything bad about her, incriminating about her, talk smack about her. So, I mean, if I was up here like airing everything out and calling her names, I see why she would be mad. I ain't said one word about the girl since I left her server.
Speaking of somebody who like really I'm friends with Linx, first of all. And I don't know MorningStar other than having seen him on, the few times I checked in on Lynx's stream. And from what I can see from all this, like coming at it objectively without having any whatever all these people have judgments on one side, the way he's explaining it sounds pretty fucking reasonable to me. And as long as they don't have beef between them personally, I'm maybe not clear on what the misunderstanding of Lynx put out a statement that you like. I'm not really clear on all that, but like as long as you guys are cool, I don't feel like anybody in internet land who's passing judgment really has like a solid argument to stand on. It seems like a nothing burger.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I got no malice against her. It's her.
Hashtag justice.
Yeah. Well, okay. You said we've addressed
justice for me.
It does seem like you legit did send that message. You have your piece and your reasoning for it doesn't necessarily make sense to me, but yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, I don't know if Lynx, if you want me to.
I think she was trying to.
Yeah.
Do you want me to drop him down right now, or?
Yeah, get him
I
out of
was
here.
about to drop him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
And Lynx, my apologies.
Sorry about that.
My apologies, Lynx. If there's some info that I don't know because I don't really know all the lore on this, I kept trying to say.
No, the moral of the story is this guy is a clout chasing goblin. That's the only reason why he came up here. Ruby, you saw all the messages I sent you. You saw the way he was acting when we were together.
Yeah.
I mean,
He came up to confront me because
Yeah.
I called him Shady, and I said, "Yeah, you're fucking shady," and I told him exactly why.
because
But then I
you
also
saw
felt bad
the
for brutalizing him.
messages.
So I was like trying to be like, "You're not. I don't know your whole thing, but like,
Yeah.
what he did was wrong. Like, it was just wrong. I don't know."
And
Well, I'm
then
sorry if that was
yeah.
insensitive. I wasn't even thinking about like that whole.
No. I
just feel like it's so
wasn't
dumb
sure
to take
what was
credit
going on.
for that situation. Like, why would you want to take credit for that, even if you don't like the person? I don't know. It's like it's the same thing with like how Joy is like accusing me of doxing her in New York or whatever. It's like I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, why would I want to take credit for that? Because she thinks that I'd want to take credit for that because like I hate her or something. I'm like, no, nobody would want to take credit for that.
They
Well,
don't even
it's
understand
just-
like how you operate. Like, on a
It's
fundamental
weird,
level.
like the fact that he wants to be known as the one who forced my hand in leaking this Keemstar thing. Why would you want that to be known? And he's been like obsessed the entire time we were together. He was for sure like thinking something was going on between me and Keem when we hadn't even been talking. And now I just find out that he had his friend share my Patreon and he screen recorded everything and he was going to leak it publicly. And there's all this crazy shit. And now he's spreading a rumor that apparently I leaked the nudes in the first place and pretended to be Lord Rush. Like, this guy's 100% a clout chaser. And I mean, I'll set the record straight on anything, but like, and Ava, when we're off here, I'll send you all the stuff that I sent to Ruby, but this guy's literally fucking insane. Like, just the few things that I first sent Ruby, she was like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
No,
it's
he
all
seems
insane.
super fucked for it. Like, it's unacceptable what he did. So, like, I don't know if you saw our full like interaction, but it came up like in a pretty like.
I didn't know.
we were
I'm
kind of
currently
confronting
streaming.
him.
I'm currently paint streaming. So,
Okay.
and it's just funny. Literally last night, he was all like, I just want to be me. I'm at the beach. I just want to hang out at the beach. I'm in LA. And now he comes up here and he's talking shit about me. Like, bro, you're actually pathetic. Go back to pretending like you work for the military when all you do is clean their toilets, okay? Okay, babe. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Mr. I'm going to give you the world. Couldn't even give me $20 for his order. But okay, go off, queen. Let's pretend like you did something with your life. I'm sorry, but you're 30 something what? And you're sitting there drinking away? You're drinking your life away? It's actually embarrassing. Babe, it's really embarrassing.
I mean, his behavior was unethical, and it's not adding up. We couldn't really make sense of it, you know. We were trying to be polite, but ultimately, like, it's psychopathic, like, behavior. And he admitted he just wants to hurt Keem. And he's like obsessed with that, but it's like at your expense. And I was like, don't you care about this person? Like, how is that worth it? Like,
and you got a promotion. I'm sorry. Are you now doing toilets and bathtubs? I'm so proud of you, babe. Congratulations.
Yo, Lynx, for real, like, to someone who was unaware of any of these events, like, when he came up and sold his piece, from his argument of it, to me, it sounded reasonable enough. And I'm glad that you were able to pop up. But, like, can you, for the people at
I didn't
home that
understand his
haven't
argument at
followed
all.
all this, can you give, like, a rundown, just, like, a run-through of, from your perspective? Because he gave his side. Can you give a run-through of the events, like, tell the lore to the people?
Basically, the
understand this
rundown,
better?
like, you just want a rundown of the situation?
Yeah, like what the fuck went down here for people watching
First
that
of all,
don't have a
okay,
clue?
his comment making more money than me, babe. I literally made 8K in 4 days.
I was gonna
You're
say,
you're not
there's
on the same level.
way. Does he just want to be a liar who, like, you know, fucks people over, and that's gonna be what you are online? Like the lowest form of human.
Okay,
Like,
he really
why
wants
aspire to be like
he
that?
really wants. Oh, whoa!
Just like the Thorpe, they should link up and go on a fucking
Okay,
yacht.
so-
now
Oh,
you're
so
bullying.
So if you made that
you're
much,
just like Keem, you just suck at it.
bro, no one cares about your money.
Should we?
Smell
If I
bullshit.
could make 1,000 a K a year just from cleaning toilets, that's a pretty good job. Congratulations.
Okay, Lynx, do
But-
we want to let him up just to defend himself for like 1 minute?
Well, I gotta be quick, so I'm just gonna tell you the rundown of it.
Okay. All right.
But essentially, when we were together, he was being like very weird with the whole like Keemstar situation. And then when we had broken up, we had kept it kind of a secret because, you know, people on the internet are crazy. And essentially, the thing happened with Keem, I think like two or 3 weeks after we had broken up. And when I told him, because we were still like kind of being like friends at the time, I told him because of the drinking, not because of like it being involved with Keem, but I was just explaining the situation, right? And essentially, he recorded the whole thing without my knowledge. And his first words out of his mouth, once I told him, was like, oh, what else did you do with Keem? Did Keem ask about me? Like shit like that.
It's obsessed with
And
Keem's
just
dick,
did not like literally a sociopath. And then I find out that he recorded the entire conversation, and the next day he was like, I'm gonna out it. And I was like, you can even ask Ava. Ava and I talked about this. I was not going public with this at all. Because the amount of harassment and chaos I have been dealing with because of the situation, it was not worth it. I am not a clout goblin like Mr. Morningstar. I don't care about that shit. Meanwhile, I find out the whole time he's like talking shit. He's like trying to do what he can. And here's the thing. If he's not looking to start shit, how come the second we exile him from our community, he starts being buddy-buddy with someone who has been known for doxing me for the last 2 months? Like
Dude,
harassing me
remember,
on
he's
social
banned from
media,
your
making
Discord. I
Twitters.
totally forgot. Like, about all
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, I have proof of all this. You know I always come with receipts, so. But he essentially
he's
just is
acting
a
like
fucking
exactly how
psychopath.
you describe in chat right now. He's like, it doesn't make sense. He's making ridiculous threats, and degrading you, like calling you, you know, a retard. And like, what are you doing, dude? How old are you acting like this? It's embarrassing.
I'll give you 1 minute to say your piece, since you're saying that these are, you know, not true.
I mean, you can bring him up, but it's going to be hard for me to hear.
Wait, what?
Go ahead, dude. You have 1 minute, but
I don't even know what to say.
It's not looking good for
I
you.
mean, like I said, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, somebody messaged me as soon as it wasn't even exiled. I left, and then, like I said, she's the one that doxed the dude first. I still have all the messages saved, so I don't even know where that's coming from. Second of all, no, I don't clean toilets. Yeah, you doxed.
Wait,
Don,
hold on.
no,
wait, hold on. How did I dox him?
What do you mean?
How did I dox him?
You literally had those two people literally look up his address and send you the phone number to his girlfriend, and you were harassing his girlfriend. I've got the message from him saved.
He doesn't even have a girlfriend, so you're wrong.
Yeah, he does. So if you're talking about Connor, Connor doesn't. I'm talking about the other one. So Connor, like I said, no, I'm not wrong. Connor's not the one who did it. It was actually Don, not Connor. Second of all, yeah, I don't care about your Patreon or whatever. You can sit here and say toilets or whatever. No, I've actually became a final engineer, so I don't even care what you say.
Wait. Okay, So you're telling me if I don't go in our conversation, you're telling me I won't find photos of you sending me a picture of a toilet that you were fixing?
Yeah,
you're telling me that won't.
Exactly. There's a difference between fixing and cleaning there, girly girl. When pipes get busted, like main lines, yeah, you gotta have to fix it.
Oh, no.
So when main pipelines get broken,
your
yeah, you
ego
have to fix
is so
them.
hurt. Your ego is so
It's
hurt.
not. You literally sell yourself on Patreon now. It's ridiculous. No wonder. Like, that's what I'm saying. You come up here and saying all this stuff.
See,
about
calls me a whore and degrades me. You're making yourself look
degrading me.
amazing.
You're playing a professional victim like Keemstar said you were. Like, what are you talking about? You're sitting here playing a professional victim over everything, and then you're saying I'm a clout chasing goblin.
Here to talk about me.
I came up here to
clout
put the
hungry.
record straight because you came on Ruby's stream saying that I was a third-party leaker, when actually in your messages with Keem, it was saying that the other guy was going to leak.
What happened? You paying $20 to notify Keem and the entire audience that you have some leaks. Come the fuck
on.
Again, and another person had leaks. Another person had
bad.
leaks, and she told Keemstar that the other person was gonna do it. I mean, what more proof do you? Oh, verbatim. Yeah, I wasn't gonna leak it, but to be honest, I was scared. What would happen if I did was better than my narrative than Ralph's out there. So, would you prefer to have this story being spoken about by Ethan Ralph and twisted into something much worse, or by me explain the truth? Because if you want me to stop, that's fine. But Ethan Ralph will just run this as well as the Thorpes and anyone who bids to break the story. Also, verbatim, word for word, what you said to Keemstar.
Why does that matter?
You were literally admitting that it was Ethan that was going to drop the story.
Retard.
I didn't leak it. You leaked it the day after. You literally leaked it the day after.
You
could call me a retard.
You were the leaker. You are not eating here. You are embarrassing yourself. You literally leaked that you were going to leak it. You dumb fuck. You were that hungry.
Really?
I'm sorry that your girlfriend left you.
I'm sorry that I have a 30-minute phone call of you telling me saying that you're drunk. You literally called me saying that you were drunk, crying about it. This whole thing was going to ruin you to Keemstar. Yeah, I've got that whole 30-minute conversation saved, by the way.
And so, exactly. You have a whole 30-minute conversation. Why would you record that when I called? You're so stupid.
Yeah, why is he like recording everything? And
that's fucking weird.
He literally is saying that in that recording
Wait, Lynx,
Do we lose her?
you just glitched out. Your audio's gone.
Can you
I
hear
think
me now?
Hurricane's got
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you're
you're
good now.
Yeah, we can.
Sorry. My internet's been fucked up the last few days.
Morning, get a fifth of vodka and call back.
Dude, what the hell, man? This is why I'm
That's
so
why
bad. I
it's
don't
the
deal
only
with
thing that's gonna resolve this is just the receipts, because it's like, how can you claim two incredibly different versions of events?
Yeah, and like honestly, like he just totally switched up the
He
first
didn't
time.
rage quit. I removed him. I just want to make that clear. I removed him.
Oops.
I don't
Now
wanna
I'm promoting a false narrative. Okay, I retract that. He didn't rage quit. He was
Yeah.
kicked off because I mean he was just kind of acting like a jackass. Like, we're doing you a favor.
Well, yeah, he's sitting there calling me a whore because it's a Patreon. Like, we've already been over why the Patreon exists. He's the one who literally, he was the first one who was like, take back your power, put it on Patreon. And then the next day, like,
the way he went after like Ethan Ralph too, it was like he so obviously wanted to like instigate and like get in some
bro,
shit.
do you remember
Like,
how angry I was afterwards about that? I was like, he's supposed to be like a show host and he's acting like this. Like, it's actually fucking
out of
embarrassing.
nowhere over like a media player. That was wild.
Like, it's so fucking gross. This is what I mean. And here's the thing.
In his 30s, man.
Bro, that's the craziest part.
Dude, I thought he was younger than that. Just by the way, he's acting like a young, dumb man who's mentally ill. in my
I'm
opinion.
just like, and it's like the way that you're throwing these low blow insults and stuff is just making me.
Yeah, the I make more
passive
money than
aggressive.
you. Like,
And then
come
also
on.
be like,
And
oh,
then,
the
like,
courts were gonna break
on
this
it.
and the this. Like, what are you talking about?
Because I'm like, I would believe you. I wouldn't believe you, but I would be more inclined to like look into the credibility of your claims if you weren't doing these
Making all these ad hominem
like,
attacks for no
things.
reason.
Yeah, it just
Saying
makes me
doxing
think
when
that
you
you're
just texted, so that's different, man.
All that stuff was weird to me. I was initially on his side. I was initially on his side before he came on because he was presenting himself as like, I've never said anything negative about Lynx. I have no beef with her.
That changed
We're
quick.
good. And then as soon as he came up, he switched up 180 degrees and went to all these like just
There
dumb.
mean nothing. Like,
childish
there's no
stuff.
integrity, there's no continuity. It's just like whatever he wants to shout in the moment, I guess, is what he wants to do.
So that changed my mind on that whole thing.
Me too. Wow. Bravo, buddy. Great performance. Wow.
I can literally, Ruby, send you a message right now where less than 24 hours ago, he said he was going to stay off the internet, that he doesn't want any drama. He's got no beef with me and he wasn't going to talk about me. Less than 24 hours ago, I swear on my mom and grandma's
Interesting.
fucking ashes.
In fact,
I
he
will
was like,
send
you
you
called me
this.
Shady. So we were like, all right, come up. I'll tell you exactly why I said that,
Yeah.
And it just made it look a lot worse.
Some people just can't resist, and it's like, I mean, he has his moment to, have attention, and people want to talk, and it's just gonna like seize on that because use your name for interest and clout is what it seems like.
Ooh, Paro said, watch it, MorningStars. Uh-oh.
I wasn't until I was sent all the clips of her talking shit. MorningStars are zero glory in making links.
First of all, it's the internet, babe. We all talk shit. Second of all, it was in my private Discord server. You were so obsessed that you had someone record a fucking Discord call where I was talking about the situation with you and how you were fucking insane, manipulative, and love bombing. And I sent the same thing to Ruby, and I said the same thing to Ruby. Ruby's seen it all. Ruby agrees with me. I have no doubt Ava would be. Why are you mad about me doing it? Because there's a difference when I did it after the fact.
He might be too dumb to understand. Like, that's why he's so mad. He's like just frustrated. Like, he just doesn't get it. Like, I don't know.
He recorded a private call when, like, at that time, I never recorded him ever.
Yeah, if you had recorded
That's shady as fuck. That's so, dude. That's dark. It's just like dark. It's like that book that Adam has of dark manipulation or some shit. Like,
I really understand why his girlfriend left him.
Well, guys, this was a solid end of the stream. I wish that we had more. I would keep going for like another hour because we did